Stephen Cecile. I'm your host for today. And on my right, I think you can see one beautiful lady with a very handsome, strong, energetic.
Why now? Should we say everything?
Oh, the figure they define the person himself. So I think he needs no introduction, but we would like to know who he is, where he is from, and then we would like to know something little about him.
So, ladies first. So I would like the ladies to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, as usual.
Okay, I'm Mabel. I'm from Jazz Ghana Street. I'm a public health nurse.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Maybe welcome.
Mhm.
I'm Glenham and a professional nurse at Hotel Regional Hospital, and I'm a fitness enthusiast. As you already said.
Chairman himself. So politics in Ghana.
Wow.
7th December.
Is that right? The corner?
Very much.
Yes.
Your term determines your future.
Of course, it has always been like that.
Now in the limelight, there is one gentleman we see. Let me say we've tried the old men, the aged, those with hair and those without hair. I don't know which one.
You want to talk about that?
But I didn't mention him.
So now you suggesting that we should go with someone in hair. Is that what you are driving at?
So now there is one with a grown
A
hair.
lot of hair.
Should we try him? Ladies first, right?
You know what we as usual. Ladies should take a bias.
Okay, I think yes. We should try Shida. Not because of the hair. I think the day he revealed his manifesto, I watched it. I watched the program and it was fully packed. So, well, I think we should give him a chance.
Okay. Cheddar.
If I'm understanding what you are saying, it means he has convinced you he's the one.
I'm not fully convinced though, but I think
Mr. Afro is the
his manifesto is a bit advanced than the rest I've watched.
Have you heard why this street one factory was? Oh,
The scam of all scams.
I'm not against any political party.
I know.
Okay, but you and I have been in this country. We've heard things sweeter than what Shada is bringing.
No doubt.
Even though he has the biggest billboard in Ghana, does it really play a role as an aspiring political leader
Well, I'm basing on the manifesto.
on the manifesto?
Yes, it's really technical.
What really caught your attention in the manifesto?
Everything.
Like
I think the 12, it was 12.
12 pillars.
Yes.
Series
12 pillars.
And he actually explained.
He's an apostolic upcoming
He
president.
explained them.
The president of the 12 disciples.
He explained them. And how he's also going to fund those things. It's not bad. It's young. And
What's
it's
on
new.
Cheddar. You see, cheddar is a hot blood, you understand? And looking at the political wind blowing in current Ghana now, we need somebody with a very hot blood. But one problem I personally, in my opinion, have with Cheddar is he should have come in a better way. What I mean a better way is if you are someone who is nurturing a political ambition over years, there are some steps you need to take. You see, in an African political world, not in the Western world, he wants to bring the Western ideas to Africa. He wants to impose the ideas on the people. But bear in mind, Africa has been indoctrinated for some time now. The duopoly NPP, NDC has been there for some time now, and the youth has been polarized. Fine, he has a very good policy. I for once love what he has outlined. Okay, those are drastic measures that Ghana needs right now. You understand? But it will be very difficult for him to pull it off. Why? Because of the picture he has painted about himself. You see, as I said earlier, we are Africans. Some say he's just coming to enrich himself more. But what the angle from BD is coming is that he's coming to show Ghanaians that maybe I already have my money. I'm not interested in it.
Yes, exactly.
Fine. Now, if that is the picture you want to paint, the way he painted it it wasn't perfect enough for some of us. Do you understand? It wasn't perfect enough because some say you are exposed to extravagant life. What is the guarantee that if you come, the limited resources we have, we will not use it more to live that extravagant life? Now, to be able to convince Ghanaians, the teeming youth, who are the people that made the right decision now, he has a lot of work to do. And I may say this 2024 election is just a way to project him into the future, what he's able to do. By his ability to make a difference in the subsequent elections depends on what lessons he has taken from now till that time. Okay, those 12 pillars that he stated are measures that Ghana need. And one problem that I say we have as a country is also boils down to our constitution. I've been saying it every day. Ghana, we are not a country of, how we say, weak as we have become now. We have what it takes to succeed on our own. But our constitution has made it so possible that politicians can come and gather everything in this room and go away, and then nobody has any right to question it. That is where the problem comes from.
He is the head of affairs.
He, like, everything about the country is invested in only one place. And when he misbehaves, nobody has the right to question. You understand? So in Cheda's policies that he has outlaid, there is some section that says there should be a change in the constitution. And I believe in that. If somebody can make that bold decision to make that change, I think things will work out for Ghana.
And the person coming in, don't you think the changes to be made will favor him instead? Because now, when you look on social media, there is one thing everyone says. Excuse me, in tree, they say, oh yes, settings. I don't know if you understand. Like he poses himself or he outlives what people are used to. Okay? And then let me say he has everything that a worthy or a successful man needs.
Hey, that's what I said that. You see, he painted a picture of someone who is not interested in our
politics.
Like our money. He presented himself as if I'm okay. I have self-actualized.
But he's okay.
Yes, you are okay. You see, in the Western world, they look at what you already have. That's why they say you have to declare your assets. We want to see whether you are grounded, you are solid as an individual, so that when we entrust in you our gold reserves, our oil reserves, you will not use it for personal gains, family and friends. That is the picture he painted. Okay, in our part of the world, we see it as if, okay, if you have a lot of money and you can get whatever you want to get at any time, what is the guarantee that if we give you the oil reserves, you're not even going to enrich yourself more?
He has it already. Or don't you think so?
Now, his ability, what I'm saying is that he has a lot of work to do to reconfigure our minds, the people's mind in Ghana. That when I come, truly, I'm not interested in that. And where that we can hold him responsible is what I'm talking about, the constitution.
And you think the constitution will favor Ghanaians?
Of course.
Not just the person
no. Why am I
to twist and turn whatever he wants to
do
that constitution?
Now, Ghana, because I'm national policy, it's just something that we all brag about in the parliament, on the news profiles and all over the place. People come to talk about it, nothing is happening. National policy, 10, 5, 15 years national policy, from which you come as an individual. This plenty independent candidates and political parties are crawling all over the place. And if you carve your manifesto, your policies out of the national policy, out of the constitution, when you say, when I come, I will construct a road from here to Bolga, that is already in the national policy. Okay. So now, come and tell us how you, as an individual, as a government, you are going to make sure that becomes a reality. You see, in the Western world, they have a national policy, they have the systems there. Yours is to come and tell us how you will be able to make sure whatever is already in the constitution becomes a reality. By now, part of the world, no. Somebody you can just come and say, oh, free SHS. When I come, I'm coming to do this. What? 24-hour economy. That has become the ringing bell of the NDC, the biggest opposition party. Yes. Look at the promises that were made 4 years ago, in the year 2020. NPP make a lot of promises. How many have?
And he's still promising.
Yes. How many have been fulfilled? Somebody who is the head of the economic management team, vice president, made a lot of promises 4 years ago.
Muhammad also made promises.
Of course, I'm not. Yeah, why I'm sitting right now, I'm not speaking on behalf. I don't represent anybody. I am speaking as a Ghanaian, and I love this country so much that when I see things going well, it's like I feel so emotional about it because my children will also be Ghanaians. Do you understand me? Unless I decide to go and give birth somewhere, still they will remain Ghanaians. So when someone wants to come around and mess the place up, like I feel so bitter within myself. You understand? That's why I said the constitution is where everything stops. The nonsense, excuse my language, in this country, all boils down to the constitution. If somebody is bold enough, as Cheddar is saying, to come and work on the constitution, I think this will work. Because when you say something that you're going to do and you didn't do it, then everybody can hold you responsible. Everybody can hold you responsible. Cheddar has what it takes, but I'm not sure he can.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can.
Because he's a starter. Or
not that he is a starter. It's the same constitution that we have that he is also coming to work on. Last time the Speaker of Parliament was bold enough to say we need to work on our constitution. I think I was hoping that he's going to push that agenda further, but it ended then last week. This week we are talking about different things. That is the problem we have in this country. When something serious surfaces up, then we need to project it and make sure it materializes, bears fruit. They talk about the maximum 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? Is even too much. It's off.
I get it.
That is the problem we have. Politics, the December 24th, 7th year is going to happen.
What is going to happen?
Oh, Ghanaians are going to elect a leader now. I don't know who.
So who are you voting for?
Oh, my vote is very secret. Okay.
Anonymous.
I'm waiting for someone who I believe, I have the conviction that will bring a change.
Who might be behind the mask? No, I'm only asking a question. Is somebody?
Oh, the mask, it was said who brought the mask. He was the one.
I didn't know
He was
I don't
No. We all know. When they said the mask man, it was said. People wanted to take advantage of his mask and all that, but he was the one who introduced the mask. He was the one on the
mask himself.
Of course, the billboards and all that thing.
Okay.
You see, his arrival in the political scene was so interesting.
It was scary.
Yes, and we were all looking for that suspense in the country for almost 4 months.
There were names like Captain Smart.
Yes. Myself, when I first saw the advert, I was like, hey, who will snatch mask and run away and that car and come back? What was this? So there was this kind of suspense, and it was good. It will all depend on the kind of judiciary and legislative people surround himself with.
Yeah.
So
now, we've been hearing something. I don't know whether it's funny or it's interesting.
Bring it on board, let's see.
We are bringing the sea to Kumasi. Which one is it?
let the Kumasi go.
That is why I'm bringing this one. Do you have lands?
We have a lot of lands.
So can the sea come to Kumasi?
It doesn't literally mean that it's going to leave the sea and bring it to Kumasi. It's in the pillars, 12 pillars. So actually explained it. So it's not bringing a sea to Kumasi.
Do you think it is possible?
To bring the sea to Kumasi? Yeah, you know that it's not possible. It's impossible.
So
it's let me say
a political talk.
No, it means something. You are just looking at the words. Bringing sea to Kumasi. Just read the 12 pillars and you know what it actually means.
when I let me check
In literal terms, yeah.
one of the 12 pillars of Cheddar Bediako was to improve on water transportation. Okay. See, Ghana, I said it earlier on that we have what it takes to be self-sufficient. God has endowed this country with a lot of natural resources that it is that we are short-sighted, or I say we are so selfish that we don't want to exploit them on our own and then see the significance of what God has given us. Talk about mountains, the valleys, green vegetation, Arab land in the north. Talk about the sea from Aklau to Axim. Do you know what that means for a country which is reasonable? A country with a leader with foresight. Togo is where? It's in Aklau. Cote d'Ivoire is where? Axim. A logo border is at the way. So, when Cheddar had that vision, I want to improve on water transport in Ghana. And literally by saying I will move the sea from whatever it is to Kumasi. Anyway,
I was happy when I heard that.
Maybe he want to say it in a joking way, but it was people take it out of context.
Exactly.
Until you read the 12 pillars, you wouldn't know what it means.
You know,
we have
chip inside.
Yes.
I trusted that message because this gentleman is someone who is doing, I've forgotten the name of the project, but I think it's called Petrojet or something in Cape 3 Point. Okay. He's building a whole estate on the sea worth $40 million. This same person is someone who bought, I think, Ferrari or Lamborghini from the world's most expensive player, a Ghanaian. Fine. Aside that, the first president of Ghana was able to construct a dam. He was able to bring a dam to Akosombo.
Are you talking about Kwame Nkrumah?
Good. Who is your first president? He was able to bring a dam to Akosombo. Okay? It was constructed. It was possible.
Yes.
It was done.
Yes.
It is possible.
Even those.
There were naysayers. The same way we have naysayers now.
Yeah. Yeah. Even those days, there were no machinery.
Yeah.
I think manpower was about 60% workforce those days.
Yeah, of course.
Currently, we have excavators. We have big machineries that can do that job. Okay? So, let's take it as if he really meant it that he was bringing the sea to Kumasi. Okay? Don't you think he can do that?
He can do it. He can do it, but I think people is just making more mockery out of it.
Is a black man able to manage his own affairs?
Of course.
Some black men are able
Of
to manage their own
course.
affairs.
It takes discipline.
Reasonable black men.
Yes.
Wasn't he Nkrumah a black man?
I think he was a half caste.
He just he's a typical black man who happened to grow among whites. Okay, so I may say because something in the is it biology or maybe social science, nature versus what? Nature. Okay, that thing we underplayed it in school, but when you are very thoughtful about it, you realize that it plays a major role there, an individual's upbringing. Okay, he was born here, right? But he grew up among what? The whites. So the ideologies of the whites, how they go about their things, were all part of his personality. See, so he sees that possibility in his country, back in his country. There are a lot of blacks in the outside world now who are just there. They don't want to bring whatever they have. Now they have acquired skill or whatever to come and rule their country. That is selfishness. You understand? And
I'm scared.
Okay, maybe they are scared because of how we have verified those who tried to do it in the past. Some people might not want to be victimized or sidelined and treated anyhow, so they decided to keep their cool. Okay, black man can indeed manage their own affairs, and to be able to do so, you have to enslave. But Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. That is our problem. Until then, forget it. You see, some people are taking bold decisions in their countries that I think it's a high time Ghanaians also do so. When the genotype stopped in 1994 in Uganda, the gentleman of the land, current gentleman of the land, now took a bold decision that today, the people are still talking about him. But have you seen the transformation he brought into his country for the past? It's now 1994, I think it'll be 20 or 30 years now.
Yeah.
You see,
That was when the cameraman was born.
he said he's an authoritarian. He's authoritarian. That he will does everything on his own. Doesn't. But sometimes I think.
Are you talking
For
about
you?
Idi Amin?
No. I'm talking about Kagame. 1994 genocide. For Kagame.
Okay. I was thinking Uganda.
South Africa used to be center of attraction in Africa, but now
It's
It's
Uganda. Yeah.
why? Because somebody decided to sacrifice, take the blame all by himself. When Nkrumah was constructing this motorway that we have from Tema to Accra, many were talking about how many cars do we have in Ghana before you are using our limited resource to construct a concrete road.
And see how long it lasted.
That road was constructed or finished in I think, if I get the date right, 1959, 2 years after independence, after Ghana has been, Goko has been declared Ghana. Since then, not a single lane has been added. And even if it got spoiled, we are using quota to patch it. You see. So,
We are good at
when
that.
Cheddar said he's going to bring a sea from the southern sector into central Ghana, which is Kumasi, I think it's very feasible. Why? Because look at River Volta, all the way, the Black Volta, the White Volta, transcend all the way from Tamale to Kumasi, the northern region, to Ashanti, Afram Plains, eastern region, Volta, down to where? The sea. So what do you need? You get big machine, dredge that Volta Lake, remove the tree stumps, remove whatever silted materials are in there. How much is dredging that a country like Ghana cannot do? So that way, there can be a docking at the estuary whatsoever. If these are down, whatever you want to place it, you place it. Docking is there. These boats and whatever you want to use to transport your goods and services, you transport all the way to the inland. That one can even help us put limit pressure on our roads. Look at Burkina Faso. It's an inland country. They don't have where anything. Whatever imports they do is through the Ghana port, through our roads. That's why they construct a road within 5-10 years in sport. But imagine me having a very good water transport system from Takoradi, Takoradi to Kumasi, Tamale. You can imagine that. So his vision is very wild, and it takes someone with foresight to see that wild vision that he has and then buy into it and then vote for him. He's going to get a substantial amount of votes from people with foresight. Okay, no doubt about that. But to pull off a whole this one now is going to be difficult at the first round.
Yes.
That's what I said. If he really wants to capture the political space, it will give or take like 4 elections to come.
For him.
Oh, that's too much.
2024, 2028, 2032. That is 3. 2036.
By then Ghana will
That
be
means you
in
are
the
breaking
World
the age
Cup.
for some people to watch.
Cheddar can be
Breaking
president.
32, not 8.
Ah, you
2030 what? I said 30 what? 30.
32.
Yes, Cheddar can be. If he maintains his cool, do his groundwork,
By then,
push his
don't
agenda.
forget, by then he has lost his hair.
Oh, no.
the hair
How
will-
old is
Praying
he?
for that.
You said
How old is he?
China will be in his 40s.
40s.
I think so.
And add 40s, add how many years? Is that not 16 years?
60.
So 56 years, you can be president. It's a very good time to be president. Mm? And I hope he won't do what people did. A lot of people nurtured this ambition and they didn't end up well for them because of some few steps that they took. Okay, in the person of you all know, it's a popular news in the media space. And so he has to maintain his cool, do his homework right, get to the crown, educate. Ghana, our problem is we think we know, everybody knows what we want.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it will tell you, it will shock you that.
Everybody has a solution to
Yes.
Ghana's problem.
So, Cheddar,
The
he
solution
can.
is
I believe in his policies, especially I see the gold reserve, the oil reserve, and all that. You see, countries that we go for to beg, those are the things that they stand on and impose. Ghana discovered oil. How much is our percentage? You can ask yourself. Look at this. I know if you want to talk about this. The way we are destroying our natural resources in the name of Galamsey.
The water turned into wine.
Why no? There's no
But
wine
how
that
to
has
think
such a
of
color.
it? Why are people scared the sea coming to Kumasi?
Oh, we are not
Is it
scared.
that?
No, some think it's not possible. As I said, it's the way he put it. Bringing the sea. I thought he just want to make it give it a literal meaning so that everybody will understand. But
Initially, I was
it turned out bad.
it was an idiomatic expression.
Well, I understood it immediately. That statement came out because I'm a geography student. I know what it means to have a water transport system. See, it's the cheapest.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Is it the safest too?
Oh, of
Of
course.
course.
It's safe. Anyway, we say if you want to grade all of them, the safest is road. The higher with the risk is the air. The sea followed by the sea. Road is the safest. Railway is also safe, followed by road.
Why the
The sea. The water bodies, then the air. The air is the highest. That one there.
Cratchy. Are they not safe over there? With
Graduate.
the pants.
So if this thing do this thing, do you know semiology?
Oh.
No. If they are safe and this thing do this thing,
We will learn. Don't worry.
you know it.
Yes.
You learn how to swim now. You learn how to swim. So you see,
So don't worry.
we might not be looking at the negative aspect of it in the sense that if you were once involved in an accident, that wouldn't deter you from boarding the car to wherever you want to go. You understand?
Even if you get accident, it is car now take you to the
Exactly.
hospital.
So yeah.
And it is car now take you to the morgue. And the morgue to car now go bring you car house. Car now
The
go carry
same
you
kind
go the
of
cemetery.
cratchy, the cemetery.
Before you go and board car afterlife.
Yeah. This city in Italy called Venice. Venice is a city on water. Just like how we have Zulezu. By their own, it's become a tourist attraction. I think Venice has about 36 bridges or so that people cross to their houses. You can see the boiler that they generate, everything they do is in the water. We have a lot of water bodies. You can become a means of tourist. Just have to harness it. We have what it takes to be self-sufficient. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Africa is really rich.
It's the greediness. Right now, if they take you there to go and represent as a president, you will like to take
No.
something small.
You can't say
So
that.
everybody
I'm a
should
different
think
person.
of this way.
I'm a very different person.
That's what everybody will say.
No. People will say and make sure it is done. You understand?
Yeah, that's why Shada is also saying.
Hey, I'm not doubting Sheda. It's like you want to be a Sheda. I'm not doubting Sheda. I'm not doubting Sheda.
If only I'm sensing something, I think Chada has a PRO.
Oh, of course. She's not the only one though.
Oh, okay.
She's not the only one though. He has captured a lot of youth, the youths.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I
I
For
am
one,
number
believe
one
that-
Chada fan.
Of course.
Even before I saw him aspiring, he was somebody I've liked so much.
Yeah,
I once
he's a
listened
hardworking
to,
guy.
yeah, I once listened to Sarkody's song. I've forgotten the title though, but I think one of the stanzas in the song, he used his name. So I decided to Google to know much about whoever the Chada was before I started seeing him in the limelight, linking up with the some stars like Memphis, Depay, and others. Before I got to know, he's a celebrity, like
Of course.
Freedom Jacobs is
He's a big man.
a big one. In the past, I've also heard people saying, when I was young, I've never walked to school.
I've
I'm
never
always,
seen Gary before.
oh.
Oh, but politics have now brought them to the trenches. Politics brought them to the trenches.
We've heard stuff like that.
Yeah, someone was eating kinky in Apotoyiwa recently I saw on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody is now
Someone
cooking
was
selling bamboo.
But
All
Ghana
in
politics
See
is
how-
funny.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Honestly, it is very, very
Yes,
funny.
it is how we have
The last time I saw an aspiring MP in Kasua
Thank you.
holding watermelon, carrying it on the head, sharing to market women. Come and see
It's
facts.
doctrination. Okay, doctrination. We've been doctrinated to believe that my forefathers, my mom, my dad, my auntie, my uncle belong to party A. So I must be party A. And if party A says this jacket here is black, even if it is red, I might have to say it's black.
It is in your DNA.
Yes.
Nothing
That is the indoctrination that is worrying us. And the most painful aspect is the youths are the one propagating this doctrination to the extent that they don't want to have a second thought or sit down and have a meaningful conversation as to how their future will be like. That is why it's very painful when I see young men, 20 to 35 years, they sit on TV station, radio station, and they talk as if, oh God, we are proud to defend the
flag of our parties.
like. No, we choose party over our
That's
country.
patriotism.
Patriotism to what? Your party?
They are doing it blindly.
Oh, come on. Italy is.
They are defending and supporting.
It's very surprising. Sometimes I just put my TV off. I just to set my mind at peace. I put the TV. I don't listen to those things again.
Some is
A young man as young as 28 years, 30 years, you sit on TV. Then we have the opportunity to speak your mind to development. Then you come and defend mediocrity, hypocrisy, just because you've been, I don't know, pick something or anyway. There's an adage that you don't bite the hands that feed you. But at some point in time, kiddies bite their mother's nipple.
Of course.
When the mother didn't position them well on the nipple, they will bite you so that you position them well so that they can feed well. So if you sit there because you've been given some amount of money or whatsoever, you were promised something, and you know that whatever that you want, they said you should come and propagate, in the long run will not have a meaningful impact on society. Why should you be defending it? Because it's my party.
If you don't defend, maybe you might go hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
And if you defend too, when your party is in power, they give you a position. Whether you qualify or not.
You must qualify to play blasters. That is how it is.
So cheddar. Cheddar.
So,
So
now,
what next?
let me ask a question. I'm coming to read somebody's portfolio, okay? From a unit committee member to an assemblyman to an MP to a vice president to a president, now former president, now incoming or aspiring. I didn't the right word.
Yeah, aspiring.
Aspiring.
Yes.
president.
Aspiring president.
Yeah.
John Mahama.
Okay. If you look at the line of Mahama's political work, taking into consideration Chadema, who just appeared.
Experience wise, I would choose Mahama.
You choose Mahama, right?
Yeah.
What I was really driving at is, don't you think
Cheddar should start from the at least a lower level. Yeah. That is another argument that a lot of people are bringing up. Okay. Yes. You see,
someone said you must start from crèche to primary school?
sometimes you jump students.
Exactly.
But one thing I also asked the person was, so those who attended the crèche, the primary teachers, what impact?
They have on the country. Exactly.
What impact?
It's all mentality. Okay. I read some book called Mindset. In this world, we have two categories of people. Either you belong to the left side or you're on the right side.
East side, west side.
Yes, it's only two. And that is what? We have a fixed mindset person and then a growth mindset person. Okay. Growth mindset person see opportunity in everything. Even if you put them in the tightest of all corners, They find a means to get out. A fixed mindset person, as for him, if he is told that he's been told that this phone here can never make call, he believes it outright and he has no interest in finding out if truly this phone cannot be able to be. Okay. Let's assume Cheddar is from a growth mindset. Okay, he has not passed through the political machine from unit committee, assemblyman, even MP, or even a ministerial appointment or whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he wants to be president. If indeed he is a person with a growth mindset, let me tell you, he can be one of the best presidents Ghana has ever had. Because
he's
what?
an Nkrumahist.
Yes, he will see opportunity in everything. No matter how tight, how difficult the situation is in Ghana, as we are currently in. If Akufo-Addo were to be, excuse my language, the current president, if Akufo-Addo were to be, someone, President Akufo-Addo were to be somebody with a growth mindset, I bet you we wouldn't be where we are right now. Because a lot of opportunities were presented to him and he doesn't see the need to even give it a try and see if really it will work. Do you understand? So if such a person, you have a fixed mindset person in leadership, growth is retarded.
But with him too,
He tried free messages.
I wanted to say that.
Yes.
That policy.
He tried
Okay.
digitalization.
Yes. Okay. Free
Ghana
SHS.
card.
I am one person that I believe in quality and quantity. I won't say free SHS is bad, but it comes with a lot of flaws, the implementation. Okay. First, infrastructure wise. If you say something is free, you should know that in basic economics, the law of demand and supply. If the price is down, demand is what?
Hi.
Yes. If the price is high,
Vice versa.
yes. So comes with supply. You said school now is free. You can't belong to anything. Somebody who has been in the house for 40 years will still want to come to school. Have you put some basic strategies in place to make sure that such people are taken care of? Look at the kind of people they are
You
checking
were
out.
talking about
Why-
trying.
Why? Of course,
I think that's trying.
he has tried, but is it working well? Why don't we go for quality instead of quantity? You just pass through and say you have finished secondary school. Is that what we want? Have completed secondary school. That's all.
We want excellence, not perfection.
Like, perfection is a mirage. It's an illusion. I, for one, have been saying that if you want to chase perfection, you will not get it because it's an illusion. Okay, fine. You want to implement free SHS. Okay, fine. At least put some few structures in place.
They were there.
But there are
Mama
structures,
built
right?
some structures. So.
Have you seen the number of e-blocks that are
The
landing
e-blocks,
uncommissioned?
the day schools.
You see why I say we have been indoctrinated? You know the number of e-blocks that has been completed for the past 8 years that this current government have not commissioned to make sure students are in and they are using? So why are we doing ourselves like this? Factories that have been built, they are in the bush. Hospitals are in the bush. And we are now building something like market structures as if they are.
Why is it always like that? A government can't sing.
It's because I said it earlier on that there's no national policy. The weakness is the constitution. I started building this room. You took over from me. When we have a solid constitution, you wouldn't come and be doing something else. You have to make sure whatever I have started has come to an end. If you are not able to do it, somebody else can. Because it has to continue. But there's no such policy, nothing to hold anybody responsible.
Wasting public
That is
funds.
why NDC will come start.
So are you saying that it's not in the constitution that you should finish it? Maybe
Nas-
it's there, but they are not adhering to it.
Nobody has ever talked about that one before. National
Nobody
policy.
will talk about it.
I'm even here to hear it.
Have you heard about that discussion before?
No, sir.
Has anybody hold them responsible
Yes.
for? So it all goes at what? The same constitution. You see, that's why somebody will start building hospitals, another one will come. If you don't like the structure of your hospital, I want to build my own. You also do it 4 years. You will not come first you start 2 years to election. Okay, that is how they do it. They start 2 years to election, finish some, leave some, and then the next government comes and then work is done. And if God be too good, and then the next 4 years, the one who started earlier on comes to power, he or she might continue. But if it is another 8 years elapsed, all those materials that have been used to build the house are not deteriorating. They have to change another new budget. Sure.
But don't you think maybe it is because if in case this gentleman here was able to bring ambulance together, like during his reign as a president, he was able to import ambulances, Uton buses, VIP and others. Okay. Now, it has been left packed somewhere.
To rot.
Is it to rot?
Of course not.
Oh, maybe they are just keeping it. It's
For what?
it's a public asset. So they are protecting.
Is it a museum or what?
Oh,
Museum of
I
cars.
can't really tell whether it's a museum, but
Ambulance museum.
let's take it as it's a garage. Okay,
Open garage.
Ghana's garage. We keep cars there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that when we need it, then we'll go for it.
Oh, we need it.
When
For
we,
it to be distributed to the various districts and constituencies.
okay.
Don't you think maybe the next person coming in, if I'm to use what Kojo brought,
Mm-hmm.
credit will be given to Kojo. So it's better I don't touch it, or it's better I don't even make Ghanaians know
I know where you are coming from.
that somebody brought it
Oh.
and it needs to be used.
Do you know?
It's about who
It is not in my
who
policy.
takes the
Who takes
role.
who takes credit?
Good,
Of course.
What is all
That is the kind of, okay, let the lady talk about that. That is the kind of politics we do in this country. Okay. As I said earlier, it's doctrination.
Yeah.
The polarity, the duopoly. You are party A and party B. So even if you are the one who, this chair, if you are the one who made it before anyone can sit on it, there's no way I'm coming to give you credit that you are the one. Even if you've done it the best of the best, I won't give you credit.
Oh yes.
Because you are my enemy.
Yes.
Even if I praise you, meaning I am winning souls for you.
Eh,
That is why the government will come
Let me say
procure,
the open prayer camp give.
of course, procure cars, vehicles, materials for development, and then when he or she leaves power, the next person takes over and then lock it up. That's why the buildings that were constructed by previous government were lying in the bush.
And some
It's
are still-
deteriorating that way.
Sadly.
Yes. Secondly, house they want to sell it, they come and sell it to themselves.
Oh,
You see.
But they are Ghanaians too.
Of course, they are Ghanaians, but you
So wait, let me ask a question. The person is a Ghanaian. Okay? Something is being auctioned. Don't you think you as a Ghanaian, you also have that right and privilege to buy what maybe government is auctioning? It is for Ghana. Okay?
Yes.
Maybe the project I want to use it for, or someone wanted to use it for, was not used for that purpose.
Why?
Best known to them.
Why should it be best known to
But-
them? What was the purpose of the Saglani housing project?
To help fix housing
Housing problem.
problems.
Was that what it was made for?
But
Was that what it was meant for?
yeah,
Okay, this question, it's both party A and party B. I was in Kumasi. I had the privilege to be in Kumasi in the year 2010, 2011. Aija Zongo, just some few distance away from KNUST junction, school junction. Who first started some housing projects in Aija, just behind the Zongo, a very huge one of that for that matter. They finished some section, and then some were completed, some were at the foundation level, and then some sections like that. When the preceding government takes over, see, work stopped. You see, I said that it's a tit for tat they've been doing for each other. These two parties that we have in this country, they are our biggest enemy. Okay. So
that's what you try to
you rejected my project. You rejected my project. You rejected my project in Kumasi, and you are doing your own in Greater Accra, Sagleri. Okay. You didn't continue my own. Now you want me to come and continue yours. That's what you said earlier on. That doesn't mean that if you continue, you'll be giving credit to credit that they've been taking it every day from the media space anytime. When you can't even finish it, they'll take credit for it. Okay, so as you said, you are a Ghanaian and a Ghanaian property is being auctioned. You should go and buy it. Why should the property be auctioned in the first place?
Why should it be
Yes.
auctioned?
Do you know how many class of people individually we have in this country? 3. The first class people. So those have self-actualized. They can just deviously buy whatever they want to buy at any time. The middle class. And they are even few. And then those are the down. The majority, over 70% are the deprived. Okay. We are the ones supposed to somehow benefit from these small ones that will at least give us some peace of mind or comfort. But we are even being denied that. Okay, they use our money, borrow the money, which they themselves will die in the next few years. Because they are all grown-ups. They will die 10, 15 years.
Now the youths are living.
Of course, we are going to grow old. Okay, yes.
Amen.
They are dying. Okay,
I receive it.
they will take our resources, promise us that they are doing this project for Ghanaians. After the project, then they sell it to themselves. Okay, they sell it to themselves, their families. You and I, how much do we have to cut? Can we afford that house? We cannot. But even if it is there that it's for the general public, it's better for a very few to personalize it.
But there is a saying, the hand that harvests honey should be licked. Oh,
But
So which hand is harvesting the honey? The government hand, the politician's hand.
are easy to
Hey.
harvest the honey. And
So,
you
you see-
lick their hand.
oh
Them-
no!
them-
I'm not-
Where will you lick?
Do you know the annoying aspect? Do you know the annoying
If
aspect?
we do all today, which one
I'm
will
going
we
to
do?
You see, do you know the annoying aspect is the money being used to do all these projects are borrowed money.
Yeah.
And they will not live to pay. You and I, our children, will pay
We already paid.
years to come. But the property has been sold to them. They bought it. But you are going to pay the debt later. So what are you paying for? Are you getting my argument? But if the property is there, the housing project is there, those who have the opportunity to, we all cannot live in that project, the housing, yes, but some will do. And it is nice, okay. If they finish the project and decide to sell it to those who have the means to afford, who can afford, fine. But to sell it to a handful of people, individuals who have, they steal our money to buy our own thing, our own property. Charlie, it's very disheartening. It's not nice at all.
Now I want to ask a question.
It's not nice at all.
Let me chip in something.
Eh,
Oliver Bakavomao.
Jesus Christ, I'm not that.
Oh, why?
Continue. Oh, you want to talk about Oliver?
Charlie, I don't even know how to start with Oliver. Is he brave or he is trying to do something right?
I think it's a signal.
What signal?
Another party
Well-
coming in or
No.
No.
Oh shit.
It's coming in the wrong time. Should have done this like long time ago, not now.
but it is almost 7 December. This is the time the citizens
This time, nobody
will
will
give
listen to you.
listening ear to social media. Okay? This is the time that everything being said makes news. And this is the time everyone is anxious, trying to know the outcome of 7 December.
Right now, if
When do you think is the right time?
you just trend, but you're not actually making impact in anything. You just trend, but you're not making impact.
But the demonstrations are being held.
We've seen
Don't you
series
think
of
those-
demonstrations every time. How many demonstrations
You-
have
you
you
see-
attended before?
I was in Ghana.
Yeah.
This country, Ghanaians, we are just talkatives.
Mm.
You see, we are just talkatives. We hide behind our doors.
To some,
our
he's a
phones,
hero.
Our
Honestly.
laptops. I'm not doubting the power of demonstration.
And I don't know if in case he's the only Ghanaian with hats.
You see,
who can go beyond borders to do what the ordinary Ghanaian cannot do. Because
it will show you
takes,
that when something comes up right now, those around him will just straight up.
that is Ghana for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are just talking this.
What he's doing, he's worrying himself.
I
Solidarity.
think it will have
That solidarity that is in our national pledge or whatsoever it is, or anthem or whatsoever it is just words that we don't even know what it means. Okay. We have power. Power is us. We are the power. But we are so much afraid to use it. As I said earlier on, everything boils down to politics. We politicize everything in this country.
political purposes.
Okay. And what the parties did was to buy. Party A bought, Party B bought. They all have their people. And when they are reappointments, they know who to put at where to go.
The one who pushed
Fine.
the
Yes.
Kia Renault.
So the doctrination I talk about is what is our problem. You see, what happened that demonstration is no longer working in this country is when these two parties now have representatives in all the public universities in Ghana. Esconte,
Yeah.
that is a generational problem. Okay,
That is when
yes.
we are being trained to be whatever.
Thank you. Esconte. You see,
Yeah.
if you are a student
If you want
of
to be that's
politics
why
and
you-
government, you understand that we were just chess, how do I call it? Chess, draft board. They are just playing.
Chess game.
Yes, chess game, very good. These two players are just side by side. They are just playing us like this, and they know which formula to use at what time. Immediately, these two parties implanted their political ideas on all universities on campus. Now they are even infiltrating secondary schools. That's when I realized that no, it is a terrible move. Okay, now campus politics is MPP NDC.
Sure.
Good.
I think a force is also right.
Recently, someone won a lawsuit, court appeal in University of Ghana.
Guru.
Yes, that guy is a political activist. He belongs to a very strong political party.
Yes.
Do you know why he won the election? He won the election. He's not a UGSRC president.
Do you think there was an
Yeah.
influence from the top?
Bingo! You see, if you are not, if you are
were not there.
I am a Legonite, meaning I completed University of Ghana. You understand? Politics on University of Ghana campus, no joke. Okay, it's a premier university in Ghana. Don't forget about that. Look at the timing. Samini tried, he didn't win. He no get. This guy had a lawsuit. Within some few months now, he won the lawsuit, and then he went ahead and win the presidential election. He's not a SRC president. You know the influence? You have no idea. So immediately they implanted the SCON on campuses. Finished. They have divided us. You belong to camp A, I belong to camp B. I don't have anything to do with you. Even if we have a situation that the two of us should come together to talk about, because you belong to camp A and I am in camp B, we can't talk about it. That is why this demonstration that they are doing will not work. We have to form a single.
Free the citizens.
Thank you. We have to form a single constituency. Either I belong to A or B. Ghana first. Until then, forget. Oliver will just be doing him up and down like this. At the end of the day, nobody will even hear of him again, and that will be the end of him. He's trying hard, but he's not getting the support. And some of his steps that he takes to me is not too good. Like what he did last time. Demonstration is going on. Why should you go and jam into a police car, van,
To remove the
take their key and throw away? Is that part of a demonstration? You are the
It was
leader.
his car key.
Oh, come
That
on.
was
Wait,
left in
how
the
can
police
is he driving a police van now?
Was that a policeman?
Of course.
Okay.
Based on the video that I have seen,
I was thinking it was
a police van. They opened the door down. He passed by, sneaked past by, climbed the car, get in, removed the key, threw it away, and he started running.
Maybe the key fell.
That behavior alone is very childish to me.
The key fell.
You are the leader. Behave as such. Okay. You are the leader. Behave as such.
It's desperation.
Is what
He's desperate.
for.
I know he's trying hard to fight. Okay, but
I for one like, well, maybe it depends on the individual. Looking at how he went about the whole thing. You see, let me say, we grew up listening to series of demonstrations that has happened before. The Kumipreko demonstration, whatever.
Which our current leader is an ardent member. He was one of the forebearers of that demonstration.
So now, it is our turn now. Okay. Theirs is part of history. We were taught in primary, secondary schools. What Oliver is doing now, don't you think he's trying to fight for the rights of the ordinary Ghanaian?
Of course. That is what he's doing. But he's
So
not
why are we
he's
not
not having-
supporting him?
He's not having the support. You see, in the past, I said it just a few minutes ago.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Are you comfortable with the political system in Ghana right now,
No.
pertaining to the ruling governments or the ruling parties, both past and present?
No, but
So why
yes.
won't you support Oliver?
Why would I support
He
him?
is
Join
fighting
him.
for you and
Yes, join him
Our
in the
rights.
how do you call it? In the demonstration.
Or if not only joining him,
Mhm.
maybe you can use the social media power to propagate what he is trying to do
Mhm.
to help the Ghanaian people.
Of course, if whatever that he's doing, in my own personal analysis, I see that it's the right cause. I use my handles to propagate this fight against Galamsey. See, there's no single post about Galamsey unless I didn't read and understand what the person is trying to communicate. If it resonates with what are my ideas, I share, I comment, I debunk where I need to debunk. Because I know that water body that somebody is destroying somewhere, that the person is not the sole owner of it. It's a national asset. When it goes bad, it affects the entire country. Okay, so if Oliver stands for something that I know in the long run will benefit us all, why not support him in the little way that I support?
So his
This
action-
petition that has been moved around to free the citizen, have you signed yourself?
No.
I have signed. Okay. This petition that is going on that sign and then free the citizen, I have signed that petition.
and is it going to work?
It is, even if it doesn't work,
You have signed.
I have signed. I believe that it is for a good cause. Those who were on the street demonstrating doesn't mean you don't have anything to do. They believe that in exercising their right, constitutional right, their expressing their grievances through demonstration will bring a good cause, will bring a change. But as I said earlier, we put some people who are power hungry. Absolute power corrupts what? Absolutely. That is what is happening in this country. You see?
So you think we should do what the Kenyans did?
Ghana does not. Ghana, this I said,
They're
Ghana.
not brave.
You see, Ghanaians don't have.
Your medical system is
You
not
see,
good.
Ghanaians
You are
don't have.
going to
Ghanaians,
tear gas.
we don't have what it takes to do Kenya. We don't have what it
You're
takes to do
timid.
Kenya. I said it.
I should be timid.
Are you?
We don't have what it takes to do Kenya. Why? Because we've been divided. I said it that we've been divided. You are A, I am B. Okay, if A organizes right now, B will not come.
Oh yeah.
If B organizes, A will not come. That is it. You see now, NPP is the one in power. So every demonstration is tagged as NDC demonstration.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Very, very true.
So a well-meaning NPP member will not join the demonstration because his mind is that this demonstration is
Or it's from NDC.
is from NDC. The NDC communicators to come on panel, they paint a picture as if they are the ones. Even if they are not the ones, it's as if they are the ones propagating all these demonstrations. That is why Kenya will be very difficult. You see, there is one way, one surest way, and that one
Even aside Kenya, I think Nigeria did same.
Nigeria didn't do what Kenya did. In Africa, it's only Kenya who was able to succeed in that. When they saw, they relent from that, this country who elected their president recently.
An African country.
No, it's not an African country. The one who went to their president's house to destroy everything.
I think one of the Asian countries.
Asian countries.
Yeah.
That is where Kenya took their inspiration from. They did exactly what the guys did.
So we should do so.
nationwide. Nobody went to it. So the only way that government can listen in this country is for the labor unions to do the needful. And
But not violence.
the labor unions were also, majority of them were also appointed by the same president. So the hands that feed you, you don't bite.
Sure.
You see where the issue lies now. Yes, that's why Kenyan, I'm not sure it will happen. You can only sit up behind our TV cell phones and lambast wherever you can lambast and it ends there. To be there in person to demonstrate to that extent by just infiltrating a parliament house or presidential palace or whatsoever to, I don't see it coming. I don't see it coming.
So now, with Oliver's issue,
Mm.
in one word,
Mhm.
do you think he's doing the right thing?
Oliver is doing the right thing.
I'm asking,
Yes,
in one word,
in one way. He's doing the right thing.
he's doing the right thing.
Yes. He's doing the right thing, but in some during some times of his action, he how would I put it? He acts out of
desperation.
yes. Okay.
What was the best way you think he should have done it better?
Follow the rules of demonstration.
I have followed the rules. I've done.
The police said you shouldn't block the road.
I've followed the rules.
Yes.
I've done series of demonstrations before.
Mm-hmm.
I did some at Dobra Sport.
Mm-hmm.
I think I also did some. We walked through the principal street of
Mhm.
Accra
Mm-hmm.
to the president.
Yeah.
I think that was the second or third.
Mm-hmm.
And currently, due to the political system now or the political heat,
Mm-hmm.
I am not being allowed to demonstrate
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to look as if I want to make the ruling party unpopular.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say you should follow the rules. You see,
So what if
anytime there you want to demonstrate, you go to the police to seek permission. They give you lay down rules. You come to a memorandum of understanding with the police. The police say use route A, B, C. Don't use route C. You tell the police that okay, route C is what we want to use. Why? These are our reasons. If you agree with the police that we want to use route C and B, and the police realize that okay, you are convincing enough, they can allow you to use route B and C. But in the using of route B and C, this and this that you would do. Because in protesting, police have to give you security. They say don't block the road. Now you block the road. Are you not going against the laid down rules?
Maybe there was a reason why I blocked them.
Which reason was it?
Maybe I wasn't given any security protection.
No, the police are always around. Based on the
Maybe.
videos that I have watched. Yeah, you are saying maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm talking from the videos that I have watched. The videos that are circulating on social media. Police were lined up. They use logs and things to block.
Was it not when they started blocking the road before we saw police
No.
coming to the scene?
Every demonstration, police gives you escort. Police can never leave you to the demonstration without an escort. They will make their personnel available. That one is there. It's in the constitution. It's their duty. That's why anytime you are planning for a demonstration, you have to first seek permission from them. That's why they can even lay embargo on whichever demonstration you want to do. And if you go, they'll charge you. You understand? So if police are giving you lay down rules that you should follow, as a well-meaning citizen who want to achieve a purpose, why would you go against that? You understand me? That is where he is wrong. Okay, even lawyer Akpebu said it that the blocking of the road wasn't a very good idea, but blocking the road to protest against something that is having a devastating effect on the country. If you compare the two, which one is more which one is more weight? You understand? That is how Akpebu was comparing the thing. Okay, he also condemned the blocking of the road. That is where the guy.
I also thought that wasn't really nice.
You see, that is where the whole thing becomes.
The thing
That's what they are chasing. He already has been in the police book for some years now. Okay, so a little thing they'll pick him. A little thing that he'll be amazing.
When it comes to the police, don't you think maybe they act
Unprofessionally.
not really unprofessionally, but they
Under
act
the
on the
influence.
from the top?
Oh, of course. It is very
breaking
obvious.
police rules is breaking police rules. Whether they have
Maybe
There is Mensa in every house. Okay, the police people who wear the uniforms also belongs to political parties. There are people in the police who belongs to NPP. There are others who also belongs to NDC. Okay. So, and to be sincere with you, when it comes to deployment of officers for these programs, they know who to deploy. Do you understand? They know themselves. They know that if I deploy Kwame to go and give security to protesters, Kwame can just allow them to do whatever they want to do. So Kwame will not go. Or because Kwame is affiliated to Party B, if Party A people are demonstrating, I will not give Kwame as a security
escort.
Yes. So they know who to deploy at when and at what program. They are also party affiliated, just that they don't show it. But sometimes it becomes so obvious that we know where they belong. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's all boils down. When the president is the one appointing the head of the police, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking maybe they were acting
In the interest of the
not really in their interest, but maybe
orders from
others.
Definitely, that is in the interest of whoever is at the top.
Yes,
So whoever is
you
at
are
the top.
defaming my political party.
But wait, whoever is at the top there, if me, I want to demonstrate, and I know very well that it's going to have an impact on my governance or my government, why should I permit the demonstration to happen?
And that's why once in a while you can see that some people will plan to demonstrate, but the demonstration will not come on.
It won't come on.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has been cancelled from the top. The police, if the police hasn't given you a permission to demonstrate, there is no way you are going to demonstrate.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
because they have to give you escort. So if they haven't given you the permission, their personnel should not be available for you to use. So imagine if there is no police escort. Look at the distraction that will.
Maybe we can do it peacefully without police escort.
Nah.
We don't always need the law to do the right thing.
You see,
Ah,
you realize that some
We
time
have
ago
failed.
you
You guys
said
are timid, you don't
eh,
even go for demonstration.
many demonstration.
so wait.
Many you realize that in the past many demonstration has been dubbed as being peaceful, but you know what happened. People has sustained injuries and all that thing. Some landed in hospital. That thing. That they claim is peaceful. So in the absence of the police,
Maybe it was very peaceful.
Well,
Yeah. Maybe it was very peaceful. So they ended up getting injured in a way.
I remember
Yeah. I was thinking maybe it was because of the political influence. That is how come.
It could be.
It
I
could
don't
be
know.
right.
It is there. Political influence is
It
there.
is there. We all know.
Oh.
But
See, nothing is hidden anymore unless you are not inclined enough to read between the lines.
we all know.
So, madam,
Mm.
is former all right?
He's right.
He's right.
Yes.
And he's doing it right.
Sometimes the after is not doing it right.
Sometimes it goes, but we are human
But the thing is that,
when you come to frustrated, happy.
and even aside that, I think you must look for a way to get their attention. I'm sure that is what he's trying to do.
Which attention again does Oliver want?
Attention.
Which again?
Even if I'm coming to demonstrate and I know very well that it's against me, the fact is that naturally I'm that type of person who Ethiopia, like I don't listen to anyone. So whether you demonstrate against me or not, I don't care. Okay? But for good, the dead goats in
Hey, I beg you. Let him rest in peace.
But if I'm to do something, example, maybe if you're in the room and I know you're in the room, but you won't just get up to open the door for me. So the only way I can get your attention, I wouldn't even bang. I'll throw stones. I'll throw, yeah. When you hear you come out. So
that's what Oliver is doing.
Sure. What else?
Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
That means he's doing there's so many ways to kill it.
Okay. I'll call your attention. I know you sleep.
Okay.
When I call on you, you mind. So I'll throw stones on top of your building, then you will.
It's still not right.
It's still not right though. It's still not right. Okay, I think because of time we'll end it here today. And it has been an interesting one.
Yeah, we'll talk about this. We'll continue the discussion.
Sure. So part 2 be loading in our next episode. So I thank you all for coming.
Thank you too.
And you did really great today.
Are you sure?
Oh, very well. Very well. Just that.
You see that cheddar?
Oh, that cheddar, the sea.
Or
Let's see that it will come, don't worry.
John.
It's Ghana.
I said cheddar is 2032. Cheddar is 2032.
It's too far now.
I'm telling you, by then he will have lost his head.
No.
So let's give it to him now.
No.
And
Because-
that time too, we don't want Sakura man.
So just give it to him now. Or
Cheddar is 2032. 2032.
2032.
2032.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so which political party do you think it's coming?
Do I think it's
It's a
coming?
general question.
This election, MPP can win, NDC can win.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 team.
Yes.
Without
And for NDC to win, they have to do a lot of work to do. If they play that play they played 8 years ago, it will show them
They
better.
play.
If they play again, if they go that top,
Mm.
MPP don't joke with them. It will be very tough for.
You are saying something.
Yeah, it will be very tough for NDC at the same time tough for MP.
Oh yeah. Every political party is smart. That's the issue.
If somebody goes to the collecting room and says he is requesting for tea again here, that is the person's own problem.
Why? He's the woman cafe.
It was tea that was somebody's defeat some 4 years ago. They said go and do collation. You go and you went there, you were asking for tea.
But man for trouble.
Man for chop.
Eh.
Now you chop finish and you are hungry for 4 years.
For 4 years.
You saw tea for 30 seconds, now you are hungry for 4 years.
So the tea, what? Now you make you sleep or what?
I'll be there. You know a lot of things that happen within 30 seconds. You are kicked off of that
Oh.
tea. Plenty numbers can be added, not can be deducted.
Can we do that?
Yeah, so you don't. That's
the numbers be added to the
That's
tea.
why.
Or,
That's why you don't slumber nor you don't sleep. That room is the engine room. You don't go there and be slumbering. You know they shouldn't send any demented person there where be requesting for tea.
they should just be like the 10 virgins waiting for the groom.
Yes.
They shouldn't sleep.
No sleep, no slumber until the referee say pee, the fight is over. This is the winner.
They will need a lot of Nescafe.
I'm telling you, somebody solved it this time around. You go do them again.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me this evening.
Thank you for this session. The lady is good.
Cheddar.
Cheddar, PR with this.